You finish your PCB design, but you've never had a board assembled before? In this video, I'll show you exactly what files you need to send to get your board assembled. After finishing your design, there are different files that you need to send to a manufacturer. Some files are used to create the bare PCB and others are needed to assemble the components on top of it. So it's important to understand that fabrication and assembly requires different files. Let's start with the essential files. To manufacture your PCB, whether you assemble it or not, you need the Gerber files and the drill files. These basically describe all the physical layers of your board, like copper, solder mask and seal screen. In KiCad, you can generate them from here. Once exported, you usually compress them into a single zip file before uploading. Now let's move on with the files needed for the assembly. The first one is the position file, also named the pick and place file. This tells the machines exactly where to place each component on the board. In KiCad, you can generate it from here. Then we have the BOM, the bill of materials. This file is a list of all the components that you want to place on your board. But it's not just a list. You need to specify the exact component. The most important field here is the MPN, the manufacturer part number. This tells the assembly service exactly which components to buy. In KiCad, you can manage this from the schematic editor. Or you could create your own CSV file by adding all the information, but personally I prefer the KiCad method, so I'm going to show you how you can do it for your project. Right now I have my schematic done, I have my PCB layout done, and I want to create the BOM. So you can go on Tools, Generate Bill of Materials. But before going to generate this bill of materials, we have to add the symbol fields. These are all the information related to the symbols that you have in your schematic. But right now, as you can see, we don't have the important information for the BOM. So you want to create another field, for example, MPM. You want to show column. So right now you have the new section where you can add all the useful information for the manufacturer. For example, let's find the information needed to add the ESP32C3 room on the BOM. To get the MPN, you have to search for any supplier that you would like to use. For example, right here I have the LCSC. This is the manufacturer part number. This is the MPN that we would like to copy and add in the field that we have created. And after you have done this for all the components, you can generate your bill of material. We have the MPN right here related to the reference on your board, so the manufacturer knows what components to buy for your PCB footprint. Other than this, you can also add something like the supplier, for example. So for example, here you can add, for example, SES, and for example, you can add the supplier reference, this code right here. And then you can save. Once you have all the files ready, you can upload them on the PCB manufacturer. Different suppliers have slightly different interfaces, but the process is very similar. So for example, as you can see, this is the interface of PCBWay for uploading files, and you can see it asks for the same files we have just said. You typically upload the Gerbers, the pick and place file and the BOM, usually as zip files. As you can see, the zip files are accepted. You can also include optional files if you have special requirements, as you can see here. And that's it. Now you have an idea on how to get your board assembled. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching. We're going to see you in the next one.